Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fastest moving pro wrestling podcast on the interwebs today. The Square Circle Maniacs Pro Wrestling Podcast. My name is Johnny Bottles, your old pal. To my left is the neckbeard psychologist. You know him, you love him from Twitter, Dr. Donaldo R. Wayne. The R stands for Rodriguez.
Gonzo.
No yob.
No.
Gonzo. No yob, Gonzo. No yob.
Man,
Good friends
so
Go ahead.
we're going to talk a little bit of news first. We're going to get to
Yes.
to the meat of the matter. Full Gear was this past weekend. AEW's pay-per-view. A lot of fallout on that. We're going to talk about that a little bit. Some other wrestling tidbits that are out there. And this is the go-home show for WWE Raw for their annual Survivor Series. As we all know, this is one of the big four that Vince McMahon started back in the heyday to compete with the actual War Games, which is where it now gets its moniker from the old Jim Crockett promotion days. I miss those days. This Full Gear ain't the same thing, or this War Games ain't the same thing. It ain't your daddy's War Games, baby. It ain't very good. It ain't very good sometimes, baby. I want to thank you all for watching us today. I want to thank you all for joining us. It's good to see you all here. Super chats are closed for this one today. It says it's open, but it's closed. Too much damn work to get that down. We're going to be having a good time. Hopefully, this is an entertaining show tonight as far as Raw goes. I hope it's not the same old blasey blah. That's my hope, Bottles. What do you hope?
I hope the same thing, Don. It's been in the mud the last few weeks, and we're trying to get out of it. Hopefully, it's going to get out of the mud. Hopefully. And if it's in the mud, we'll just sit here and shit all over it, Don.
I'll roll in it, baby.
Like we are known to do. Like we are known to do. Right now, the Hitman's Bodyguard is on the USA Network with the lovely Salma Hayek and the handsome Ryan Reynolds and the equally popular Samuel L. Jackson.
Love that guy.
You know him from... There's Denisha Lane. Denisha Lane's in the mix. Hey, Don and Bottles, your favorite girl is here. That's right, Denisha. How you doing today, Denisha? It's fantastic.
No super chats needed tonight. We're throwing it up. We're just going to throw it up tonight when we get a chance. We're going to talk.
That's right.
Tonight.
Whatever you want to say, we're going to throw it up there and start trouble.
So we'll get you on the next show. And get you on the next show, baby. I promise you. I won't forget
That's
your
right,
name,
baby.
Denisha. Thank you again, though. Appreciate it. Bottles, we had a good SmackDown. I mean, how can I say this? It wasn't good. It was an excellent SmackDown that we had this past Friday.
Yes. Yes.
I don't want to get to all the snippets and the tidbits because it's been 3 whole days. But CM Punk returned with Paul Heyman, and we talked about on the show last week. It was probably going to be one of two guys. It was either going to be Brocker or CM Punk. We both said that.
Yes.
We sort of had a feeling it was going to be one of those two. And here's what tripped me out when I got on the internet after this happened. I saw a bunch of people just losing their minds going, well, this doesn't make any sense. Why would Paul Heyman be with CM Punk? That just doesn't make any sense. That's not good storytelling. You're an idiot. Paul Heyman and CM Punk have got a long history.
The people that are saying that were 4 years old when CM Punk and Paul Heyman were together, and he was a Paul Heyman guy.
And that was without all the backstage drama that was going on in WWE, because Paul Heyman was a huge advocate for anything CM Punk related. He was pushing for him to get the title defenses. He was pushing for him to get the straps. He was like, this is the guy. You should be pushing this guy. Mm-hmm. So for people that don't know the history of wrestling, you really showed yourself this week by screaming out, this doesn't make any sense. I don't understand it. But that happened, and this is what made it even more interesting, was the face. Dude, say whatever you want to about Roman Reigns, but he gets pro wrestling now. His facials over the course of this entire show, the confusion he had when Paul came out with CM Punk was absolutely phenomenal. And here's another.
He does more with less.
Yes. But that's what wrestling is, right? You shouldn't be having to scream at me at home to get my attention. Jake Roberts, his promos were so underrated. He never screamed at you. He never yelled. He always talked real low and drew you into the camera to hear what he was going to say next.
Well, that voice box was so abused of all those years of drinking his own urine.
Well, that's now. Back then, he was just freshly drinking the urine. It hadn't done the damage it was going to do later in life. Now, after all the crack smokes and the piss drinking and the pickle eating, like that's where we are now. That's where
pickle eating.
Pickle eating.
Smoking crack and pickle eating can dry out your esophagus, so you need to lubricate it with a nice cold glass of urine. What shade? You go for the golden brown or you go for the light?
I gotta go light. Gotta go light.
Gotta go light.
So
gotta go light.
I'm excited about this.
It's not flavorful, but you gotta go light.
Well, here's the other topper on this, right? This gives Seth Rollins another bitch about CM Punk. You're interjecting yourself in my business again. I've got a guy in this match I got heat with. Why are you facing my guy? That's my fight right now. Why are you interjecting yourself? And I think that's where they're going to go when this is all said and done.
It was good to see the Walrus. It created a lot of controversy for him to be dressed like Solo Sikoa. A little sketchy there. Don't know what that's. He did that to get people talking. That's why he did it, to get people talking. It's good to have the Walrus and Roman and all the guys back. Punk being in the mix was great. I had hopes for Lesnar, but Lesnar's a little radioactive right now because of the legal ramifications of the Vince McMahon lawsuit. We'll see what happens with that.
Challenger John says he's here to survive Raw. Colin says they've interacted since Punk's return. When Punk was picking shows, Heyman wanted him to stay away, which he did. Mm-hmm. Larry's happy to be here. I'm looking forward to this. Happy Thanksgiving. If we don't see you again, Russ, we appreciate you tuning in to the show tonight. I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving this week, but I'm going to talk a little bit more wrestling first.
It's fantastic, Don. It's fantastic. You know, Heyman did manage Ryback and Curtis Axel.
Oh God,
He's not exactly the greatest. He's not exactly the greatest judges of talent, right there.
No,
Curtis Axel and Ryback. They were a tag team at one time. Rybaxel.
Yeah, that's horrible. Was that real?
What, Rybaxel?
Yeah,
they were called Rybaxel on the internet. Rybaxel.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, there was a time, man, where it had gotten so bad in WWE that I tuned in for 10 minutes and I'd bail. I wasn't going to stick around for a bad quality program.
What'd you think? The guy who owns the place would come in and read the scripts and tear it all up at like 7:35 and start screaming and make him rewrite the show on the fly. Nobody knew what they were doing. It was pure chaos. He ruled by intimidation and chaos.
There's also a big note today. Today marks the 1-year anniversary since CM Punk's return, and quite honestly, the absolute demise of AEW. It has not been the same since he left. You could say whatever you want. Some of the biggest numbers they've popped were when they did the backstage footage on the CM Punk fight. AEW has not recovered, and from what I've seen from this pay-per-view that they had, it's not going to get any better because Moxley retained, and I don't know how else to put it, but after this match, it was just complete carnage and garbage breaking out everywhere. We had a car wreck. We had a stolen car incident. We had Darby Allin jumping on the hood of a car. Jay White came to the ring. I don't know what I was watching at the end of this from what I saw. I mean, I guess I'm going to have to go back and actually watch this pay-per-view when I can find it.
Right.
But the way it was breaking down for somebody who watches the show every week, when I was watching the end of that show, just from the social media clips, none of it made any sense storyline-wise. We just got shit going on everywhere. There was something with Christian, something going on with him and the contract signing.
Christian and Hangman Page. Christian was thinking about cashing it in. Hangman Page took it away from him. They got into a little bit of a scuffle. And Christian, they were like pulling it. Hangman Page had one side of it, and Christian had the other side of the metal box containing the contract. And Christian said, you couldn't hear it, but he mouthed the words, "I'll let you have the first shot." Meaning, when I become champ, you can have the first shot at the title.
I didn't understand anything that was going on here. I don't care.
Why are the heels fighting Moxley, who's the heel, the biggest heel of all?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand what they're doing with this. I don't get it.
What they've got to do is they have to pull a Vince Russo, Eric Bischoff, WCW year 2000 era, where you just come in, you announce at the beginning of the show Whatever happened before happened in the past. This is a new format, a new show, and we're resetting everything. All the title belts are here on this table, and we're going to have a tournament for every single one of them, and this is what's going to take place. You know how Tony loves tournaments. That's what they should do.
Oh, I know. That's what the next tournament should be called. Tony loves tournaments. Round one.
Tony loves tournaments. TLT.
There you go. I can see Block.
What do you have? I'll take a cold beer and a TLT, please.
Block Larry is already in Thanksgiving form. He's ready to go.
Ready. It's all Miller Lite and turkey necks. Turkey legs.
Did you hear about Kevin Nash's recent news that he's got some problems with his neck and shoulder?
He's got disc problems, I believe. He's had disc problems for a long time. He even went with Ryback and someone else down to South America to get stem cell.
Yeah, stem cell. Well, that's where he's going again. That's what he talked about. Is he's going back there again to get that done. So
yeah,
I wish him the best. I know that guy's had some serious injury problems, man, between his knees and his back and his neck now and his shoulders. Just, I don't know, man. It looks rough for the guy. I mean, I feel bad for him because did you see the knee surgery he had about a year ago, maybe a year and a half? That huge scar was crazy. It looked horrible, see that. Man.
He's a guy in his mid-60s who is, I think he's a legit, 7 feet tall?
He's 6'11", yeah. 6'10", 6'11", somewhere in there, yeah.
And just not to mention just the wear and tear on your body. Right. I'm sure these basketball players, when they get to be his age, they're going to be in pain too with the height and all that. So White Sammy Sosa's in. Look at White Sammy Sosa's here. The Rizzler world champion when?
We got to talk about this
because the Rizzler is a world champion of 7-Eleven taquito eating. I heard he wolfed down 24 of them this past weekend at AEW Full Gear at the 7-Eleven on the corner up the road from the arena. The Rizzler.
Who is the Rizzler? I'm going to say this again for the 10th time at least in the past couple of weeks. For you in the back that don't hear me, stop putting kids in the damn ring. They don't have any business there. That's one of the things that they do sometimes in wrestling that drives me crazy. The WWE's guilty of it as well. When they had the kid that was a tag champion at WrestleMania a couple years ago, that's what I knew Vince McMahon was completely off his meds. You're going to have a kid come out there. It was insulting is what it was. I don't care if it was his nephew's uncle's cousin. That shit was stupid.
Just saying who the kid was. He was this. You ever see the referee on? Yeah, you ever see the referee on Raw with the slick back black hair? That's John Cone. That kid was his son.
Again, I don't care. It was a bad booking decision from the word go. So was getting this kid in the ring, spearing a professional wrestler, and setting it up for his daddy to win.
What year was that done? 2018, 2019?
Yeah, it was something like that. It was just the worst.
That was a 3-year period of horrible booking decisions by Vince McMahon.
God awful. What are we doing? We had zombies and shit back then. It was just a god awful mess. So never bring that back in the history of ever.
I heard the Rizzler is the illegitimate son of Otis from Alpha Academy. Is that true?
Some sort of relation from what I've read.
It's got to be. Got to be.
We do have some bad news, though, in WWE. Jade Cargill is legitimately injured, apparently. That angle was meant to write her off because she is...
Who shot Jade Cargill?
Yeah.
Who shot Jade Cargill?
I swear, if Rikishi comes back and said, I did it for Bianca, I'm going to lose my shit. So, yeah. I did it for Bianca. I feel bad for her because she was finally getting some momentum. But this sucks, man. Apparently, it's going to knock her out like 3 months. Like her WrestleMania plans are on the balance now.
3 months, maybe. If there's the guys that fight for her say, "Oh, it's her neck, it's her neck, it's her neck." I heard it's an MCL. That's what I heard.
I heard it was an MCL as well. That's what I'm going to believe. I don't believe she'd be out with a hurt neck for 3 months. I do think she's got a legitimate injury though.
So that's the MCL. Maybe they can rehab it. Partially torn, maybe. Who knows? But they have big things planned for her, and that's why they're giving her some time to recover.
Yeah. Well, did you see who the interim is, who they're thinking is going to step in her place?
Wait a minute. They just wouldn't abdicate The tag team titles?
No, they're going to have a replacement partner, I believe, is what I've been reading.
Naomi.
No. Well, she's one of the front runners, but rumor has it Charlotte's going to come back in a heel. Yes, as a heel and be like, no. I'm filling this void. I'm now the champion, which would be a pretty good storyline. Was just to say, no, it's going to be me. I don't know. Maybe have a match to determine who gets to be the other side saddle champion with her. I don't know. Just spitballing here. Just spitballing.
It could be Raka Khan coming in.
No, she's in jail, I think.
She might be. She's trying to sue everybody. Raka Khan. Yes.
They took my babies. If you don't know the Raka Khan story, look it up. She's a hot mess, man. She's a hot mess.
Oh, my God. Angle's #1 girl at the time.
Was it?
Oh, yeah. That was his on-the-road girlfriend, Raka Khan.
That's when he was heavy into drugs, I'm guessing.
Yes. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
There is also a big announcement this past week, or today. I don't know when they announce it, but officially it's going to be Cody Rhodes on Saturday night's main event, in the main event against who, Johnny Bottles?
Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens.
Hell of a promo all the sense in the world.
Friday.
Yes, he did. That was a hell of a show, man. That was a hell of a show. Like I said, Cody Rhodes sold the whole thing. It felt like a legitimate fight. They had legitimate beef. I liked everything about it. When Cody cuts promos like this, that's when he's at his best, in my opinion. When it's not,
yes.
What do you want to talk about? When it's, I'm going to fight you, and here's why, it's great.
He didn't say that. When he came out the other night, he didn't say that.
He did not. I noticed that. But that's a good thing. Like, don't do that every time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's so corny. And then my man Santos Escobar came out Friday night, the LA night, for that belt. And he came out to crickets. Not even crickets. You could have heard a fly fart in the upper deck. That's how quiet the arena was when he walked out.
Why are they ruining LA Knight and everything that they do with him? It looks like he's going somewhere, and then they put him in all these literally the lowest of the mid-card talent to try to get them over, I guess. And it's just not working. These guys don't work. Put him in a major angle with somebody. There's other stars on this show. Why isn't he feud with somebody from the Bloodline? That's what I would be doing. The Bloodline should be coming after all the titles, shouldn't they? They should have beef with all these sons of bitches.
They should. They should have Jacob Fatu go after LA Knight and just beat him down and take the belt.
Yes,
why not? Have him.
Sense.
The Bloodline should go full NWO and run roughshod over the entire SmackDown division. And then when they're done there, go to Raw and just run roughshod over everybody there like a home invasion to Raw, just to go in there and kick everybody's ass. And they get thrown out and they're gone. Have some of them get locked up. They used to lock Austin up all the time.
Do you remember, though, how good Saturday Night's main? Did you watch Saturday Night's main event in the 80s? I got to ask you that.
I watched it religiously because I used to watch Saturday Night Live all the time in the 80s, and that came on the fourth week of the month to take the place of Saturday Night Live. Same time slot. 11:30 on Saturday night, Don.
The three matches that stand out to me all time, obviously Hogan-Andre angle with the Ted DiBiase buying the belt. Yes. That one stands out to me all-time great. The other one, of course, is Hogan versus Boss Man. That was absolutely insane to me. That's the first time. That's the only time I've ever seen 300+ pound guys do a superplex off the top of the cage. That was lunacy, even to me. And that was a hard-ass ring back then. When they hit, you could see it went to shit fast. And there was the Hart Foundation had a tag match against.
Was it against Rhythm and Blues? Or was it Rhythm and Blues? I don't know.
I can't remember what it was now. But those are some of the ones that stood out to me when I was watching this. What do you remember?
Good Lord. Individual matches, I can't recall the hoop. Was it Bundy versus Hogan on that show at one point in time?
That was WrestleMania. That was WrestleMania. Yeah, Hogan was on that show.
Hogan was on that show all the time.
Yes.
He did a lot of tag matches on that show. I think the Mega Powers were on there.
Yeah.
I remember Savage on there, wrestling quite a bit.
It was like, it wasn't a full pay-per-view because you got Hogan, but it was like a mini pay-per-view. You knew when the title changed hands against Andre, that's when shit hit the fan for real. That's when it went crazy. I still think the number from that show was like 33 million people watched that show live. That's
back in the old days, buddy. Back in the old days, my friend, when you didn't have all these different cable channels, there was no streaming, none of that, no internet. No internet at all, Don. Can you imagine that? The kids don't know what we had to go through, Don, back in the day. No internet. If you would actually find out something, you had to read the newspaper or watch the news.
Encyclopedia Britannica time.
Yeah.
You better start looking that shit up. By the way, thank you all for watching. Like we said, we're going to watch Raw tonight. I got a couple little areas to get through real quick on the news. Penta's contract is apparently coming up soon.
I can't wait.
He's on the way out. He's on
said
the way
nobody
out.
ever.
That's your favorite guy.
I can't wait.
You know who
said I can't wait for Penta's contract to come up? You know who said that?
Nobody.
Bill Mascaras.
We called him
the great Bill Mascaras said that.
Colin says, whenever Hogan actually wrestled, you knew the show was a big deal. He's right. When he was on there, you knew it was a big damn deal.
Absolutely.
You knew it was going to be
when Savage was on there.
Oh, yeah,
Savage was on there. Yeah, sure.
Ash and that you actually had to talk to people back then.
In person?
Yeah. Imagine that. No caller ID. Who the hell could this be calling me? And people pulling up to your house was a good thing. Hey, we got unexpected company. Let them in. Nowadays, if somebody knocks on you, you're like, who the shit is that? Who's at my
Check
house?
the ring camera. Honey, check the ring
gun.
camera. Get the gun. Get the gat. Jesus Christ. Back in that day, you just come out with a baseball bat and start swinging.
Did you hear that the Hardys are working at TNA without a contract? They're on a per show basis right now.
Because they're hoping for that big WWE Royal Rumble Hall of Fame deal at WrestleMania. That's what they're hoping for. They're hoping for that January, February, March, April bump in WWE. That is exactly what they're hoping for. And it may well happen. It may well happen. They want some spectacle for WrestleMania, for the Hall of Fame. Have the Hardys come in. Work a match, work a series.
No.
Have them wrestle the Motor City Machine Guns.
No.
Put them over.
No.
You wouldn't sign the Hardys for the Hall of Fame and not have them wrestle at WrestleMania or at one of the other pay-per-views beforehand.
To quote Bill Mascaras, no yob. No
yob.
It doesn't need to happen. I don't ever want to see them in a wrestling ring again. I don't. It is over. 20 plus years is enough. They can't move anymore. They can't move.
Hang on a second, Don.
Yeah, I know. Time for you to tell somebody that I'm hating on them. You go right ahead. And I will. I don't want to see this anymore.
Access TV?
What?
Is this Access TV? Yes. I'm calling for Matt Hardy. His wife says he hasn't been home in 3 months.
I'll ask you, why do you want to see them? I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Did I say I wanted to see them?
You said put them in a match. That means you are
if I
going
own
for
that wrestling company, I would say we could do business, but you're going to put over the Motor City Machine Guns, or you're going to put over Gargano and Ciampa if they're still a tag team together. You're going to put over John Doe and Nick Sonny Frank. You're going to have those two guys. Put them over. Whoever. Put somebody over. But if you're going out on your backs, this will be we'll give you a 6-month contract, 6-month deal. Bring you in. Hall of Fame, WrestleMania, yada, 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 Legends contract, and see you later. Have a few shots of Fireball at the door on us.
You want to know what I would do with them if you want to bring them back? Hall of Fame moment, have them come out on SmackDown the day before and have somebody just beat the shit out of them and wipe them out after their Hall of Fame moment. Just kick their ass. And put over the new tag team as major heels that just kicked the shit out of the Hardys and ended their career on camera. Get out of here now. You did your service.
I wouldn't say end of the career. I wouldn't say end of the career, but put them out for a while, maybe a month, have them come back and wrestle that team and put them over.
No, I don't want to see them anymore. Vince McMahon's on to a new project. One of Vince's project is his perspective on the Monday Night Wars. He's got a version
Google.
that nobody else has ever heard.
Get me scatlovers.com.
Yeah, that's not it. Vince wants to give his perspective on Monday Night. Yeah, how about you quit screwing around there, pal?
Wow. You like
No,
Pumpkin
I mean-
Don?
No. That's what they're saying, though, is that he is going to work on a new series of shows to tell his side of the Monday Night War perspective. So I don't know where he could shop that at. What the story?
Just stop. Just stop.
Why? The story that needs to happen is somebody has got to do a movie about Vince McMahon's life, a biopic. Give me that,
They were
please.
going to do that. They were
He
going to
keeps
do
buying
that.
he keeps buying up all the damn reads.
They were going to do that. You know who was in talks to play Vince McMahon?
I didn't.
biopic?
Oh, it was John. Yes. Hold on. Ah, shit. Hangover guy.
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper. Yes.
Yes.
He was rumored
Bradley
to be the
Cooper.
lead for that. Yes. So I'm just saying that's what I want to see. That's the movie I want to see. That's the next project they should do, because the Chris Helmsworth movie about Hulk Hogan, that's gone now. That's gone to the wayside.
That fell through. You know, you know what they should have done? They should have developed The Undertaker into a movie, into a property.
The Dead Man Rises.
They had WWE films. They should have just had an Undertaker movie. They had Undertaker comic books. They had Ultimate Warrior comic books. They had, I think Kane was a character in the Undertaker comic books. Was it Continuity? Who was that? Chaos Comics. They actually licensed WWE characters back in the Attitude Era to be in comic books. WCW did it also with Marvel. Marvel had a WCW comic book at one point.
And they did terrible. Nobody bought them.
Nobody bought them. Nobody.
You
But
just reminded me of something now.
I would see an Undertaker movie. Let's say the Undertaker was a Civil War mortician.
Are you just reading from the book of bad ideas right now?
No.
Yes.
A buddy of mine back in the Attitude Era, back in the day, we actually sat down and wrote a little synopsis for an Undertaker movie where he was a Civil War doctor. I'm serious.
Oh my God. The mind of Johnny Bottles. Holy shit.
Hear me out, because the show's about to start. Hear me out. This is what this is what we pitched. Listen, he was a Civil War right in the theater of war, a doctor down in Louisiana, and he would treat the soldiers. He would rob them. He would pull the gold fillings out of their teeth and cash it in for money. He would do all that shady shit, deplete their bank accounts, and then he got shot and killed. And he went to hell. He got pulled out of hell.
You should stop.
Much like the Ghost Rider. He was an undead zombie that would come back to Earth to try to what? He would come back to Earth.
You're
years
killing
later.
Larry right now.
In Louisiana with Black Larry. He would come back to Earth to drink Miller Lite and chew tobacco.
There you
with
go.
Black Larry.
Now you've got a show.
I'm just saying.
How much
come back
ganja
to
were
Earth
you smoking
and send
back then?
He would come back to Earth and kill the evil, protect the innocent, and send the evil to hell. And he would kill them with a pickaxe because he was a gravedigger. He was an undertaker.
No shit. Okay. Inside the mod,
why do you have to
Johnny
shit
Bottles.
all over everything that I love? Why?
God.
Why?
Oh,
Why?
that was just next level. What are we doing here? That's what that
You
was.
wouldn't watch a movie about an undead Civil War soldier zombie who would just, in modern times, would kill. Yes. I was writing a budget Ghost Rider because it was WWE film.
You asked
that we were going
you
to pitch
asked.
this to.
Would not.
What?
Would not. You
Would
asked
not
if
what?
I would. You asked if I would watch it. Would not.
You'd watch it.
No. What I got to do right now is I got to find this damn app. Time to open
What
up
app is that?
YouTube TV. Time to get live here. We're about to go live, pal. Here we go. USA
The
Network.
Hitman's Wife Bodyguard is going off the air right now.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
And the pace they take it off the air is amazing. right? It's just absolutely phenomenal.
They fly right through these credits. They shit
do.
all over the credits and throw commercials up there for what? She just broke a guy's knee. What is going on here? New PD. But I didn't
right, time to put this in.
Chicago PD. Fire PD, whatever the name of this show is. I don't know. Here we go. It's starting.
Here we go. Then, now, forever. All right, folks, here we go. Time for the watch along. Get a cold beverage. Let's see if this thing is any better than it was the last couple of weeks, because it has been a dog and pony show.
Ashen says the budget Ghost Rider was already made was called Spirit of Vengeance. You know, Ghost Rider's Spirit of Vengeance is very underrated.
Oh, my
very
God.
Underrated.
You are going to die on this hill.
I'm just saying Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance is better than the original Ghost Rider movie.
They were both ass.
But Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance was a little less ass.
No, it was definitely full ass. Like, it was full ass.
Full out ass?
It was full out ass.
Here we go.
Here it is. Naomi's with her. You think they have to address this right out the gate?
They have to.
Chris Steichleather says,
there you go. Look at those two.
Coke. And he means Coca-Cola.
Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax.
I always like these opens now.
Yes. Ludwig Kaiser.
He loves wearing a Speedo, don't he?
Ach du Lieber. Yes, he does.
He
must be cold there. There's Breaker.
There he is. Braun Breaker is legit.
Everybody's
one of my favorite.
You hear the dogs barking, Don?
Yes.
Chris Steichler, they got a little whiskey with some Coke.
I do like that the War Raiders got an updated look. That's how they should have been from day one. That's their look. Two big guys with beards.
Vinnie Mac. Look at there they are.
Notice that Liv is no longer walking with Dom all the time when they come in. Little foreshadowing.
Highly provocative. Have you heard that Carlito is dating Raquel Rodriguez? Have you heard that? Former girlfriend of Braun Strowman.
Who's that? Gonzo?
Gonzo, yes.
Okay.
Gonzo. There he is. Chulima! I see no.
No, we're not doing that. Stop.
Fagalon!
Stop.
Fagalon!
Stop.
Fagalon!
Dude, is he dyeing his hair now?
Who, Gunther?
Yeah.
It's black now, isn't it? Instead of brown?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It looks black as hell.
It is black. Black as his soul.
Wonder if he's trying to hide them grays. Just let it happen, pal. I'm living proof. Let it happen.
Glendale, Arizona.
Which is a suburb of Phoenix, if you've never been there.
Never been there. I know you have. I'm not well traveled.
I've sent you some pictures of the.
I've been to Virginia. I've been to Maryland, where I grew up.
You know those big ass cacti. You know those big ass cacti. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Okay. Do you know those big ass cacti you see in those old Western movies?
Yes.
I went and took pictures of those things. They got a park with them everywhere. It's insane. They're like 15 feet
Jackie
tall.
Redmond.
Oh, here we go. A little flashback. See, this is what AEW doesn't do. They catch you up on what happened. Here, let's watch a clip of you getting the shit kicked out of.
Exactly. Instead, they have the guy wearing a mask going, kick ass, pipe, Damian Priest.
I'm the king of the streets, baby.
No socks.
He loves the loafers with no socks. Is that a European thing?
That's a douchebag
Warrior, yes.
thing.
Jackie is a good-looking woman. I'll agree.
Let me tell you something.
I mean, Bottles had it up there.
Let me tell you something. I'll tell you something again. There you go, right there. A White Castle slider, pal.
It looks brown again now. Must have been the lighting. His hair, I mean.
Probably the lighting, yes. Somebody loves Victoria in the background. Mm-hmm. Say Fegaline, Fegaline, Fegaline. Go ahead. Come on, Gunther.
Colin says Jackie is Canada's apology for Renee Baguette. Here we go. You're not going to get your answer.
Let me ask you a question, Don. Let me ask you a question, Don. Jackie Redmond or Renee Baguette?
Oh, please. My question is for real. Is that her real eye color, being Jackie, or are those contacts?
Are we like doing a Vulcan mind meld from Star Trek right now? Because I was going to ask you that same question.
I swear they have to be contacts.
They got to be. The way they glow like that. Is this a match anyone wants to see?
I believe it is a tape Raw. They've been taping a couple of shows to give the guys and gals some breaks for this week at Thanksgiving. I think they pieced them together.
I think the Raw from last week was taped with the Raw from the week before. This is a new one. But they're going to tape another one after this. They're doubling up on this Raw after this one.
Okay. Well, I know they've been taping them lately.
Is she barefoot? She's barefoot.
She's got on feet.
She's got on feet? She's got feet? Okay. I thought she had stumps. I'm sorry.
Look at her. See, this is how you do it. She gets the hell out of here.
Oh, she's got shoes on, yes. This is a match no one wants to see again.
Okay. Denisha says she wants to see this again. So there you go.
Who said that?
Denisha, she wants to see Gunther versus Damian Priest again.
Okay.
There's people that want to see it.
I hope it's better than the first one.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, God. You raised the problem.
I like to see Gunther just walk right up, slap him right in the face, and knock him over. How old do you think Damian Priest is? I know, but how old do you think he is?
I think he's 40.
Yeah, 41. Here he is. Say it. So much better on a microphone now.
Well, I don't think he's getting force-fed lines. It feels like it's more natural coming out of him now.
Right. Right.
And you're right. Challenger John notices it is a little bit dark in that arena tonight. It is. There you go. I didn't think Gunther was going to say anything. I thought he'd just leave. Now he's going to turn it. Yes, there it is. Whack his ass with the mic. There you go.
Good. This is what he needs. He's got socks on tonight. Some
fire.
He's got socks on tonight. That's good.
Fans getting into it.
This is what you got to do.
Damian Priest going out of the ring all the time and can't get it.
Maybe he's going to go through something outside the ring. That's why he's there.
he just can't get out of the ring cleanly, man. He never does. It's always a struggle.
Well, he makes it look like he's hurt. Here we go, right through the table. And here we come.
Nah, here come the refs to stop this from happening.
There's the father of Braun Strowman's ex-tag team partner. The guy on the left. Here we go. Razor edge through the table. Actuliba.
Well, they're putting over Damian Priest huge lately, so you know what that means come Saturday.
Yes, he's losing.
Yes, he is going down.
The WrestleMania opponent for Gunther, I believe, will be CM Punk.
I believe it will be too. I do too. I think it's going to be CM Punk and Seth Rollins. I think you're going to see a three-way.
Ooh.
And I mean wrestling.
Well, this is a company famous for three-ways. So, yeah.
But they're famous for Shiza skits.
What'd you just say?
I thought they were famous for Shiza skits.
Shiza skits?
Yeah. I was wondering if that was going to hit you or not.
Yes.
Du scheißt in deine Automobil.
Don Wayne busting out the German. Here we go.
For those of you that don't know, it means I shit in your car.
Shit your car.
Du scheißt in dein Automobil.
Punishment
There it
Martinez. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Right off the dock. Look at her. They made her up pretty well, too. Looks like she fell off a 5-story building. You see Bobby Roode?
No.
Right there?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Gray suit, Bobby Roode.
You think it was Naomi that did it?
No, Naomi didn't do it. I think it was Charlotte or Asuka.
John thinks it's going to be Bianca. I think it's going to be Naomi or Bianca in the end.
Now, Bianca's got a problem with Bayley.
Yes.
But she's got no problem with Io Sky, who was in Damage Control.
I know.
And jacking everybody up. But she don't like Bayley.
Oh, shit. The Crow showed up. Quote the Raven. Nevermore.
There's a cameo appearance by Batgirl coming in on the side here.
Larry said that because of his disdain for wrestling, it was him. He's taking it to the streets. Warrior wants to know where he can buy Naomi's jacket. I think
the one that's making all the noise. The one that's making all the squeaky noises when she was talking.
I think you can buy it in 1997. Oh, shit. Here we go with this again. There is literally one person in this entire group that's gotten over. Everyone else is just sort of there.
Who's gotten over? Zelina Vega, Rey Mysterio.
Ray's gotten over.
Yes.
No one else is over in this group. It's just horrible.
The kid with the sombrero. The gacho hat, I should say.
That's Low Plains Drifter cousin.
Yeah, he stole his hat. Where's my hat?
Oh, my God.
Right now in Sarasota, Florida, Low Plains Drifter saying, somebody took my hat.
So I didn't mind the first opening segment. That was 15 minutes I can get through. The best part about Raw now is moving it back to 2 hours, and I hope somebody in that truck is paying attention because the 2-hour show flows so much better than that 3-hour drudge of traffic and hate. It feels like you're never going to get to the end of that show sometimes. It's so damn long.
Exactly.
Denisha says,
but it will be 3 hours
Lee,
on Netflix.
See, Denisha says Dragon Lee is over. He's amazing. She's a fan of his. Denisha, not gonna lie, I'm just. Can he do a lot of moves? Yes, but he can't cut a promo. I haven't seen him do anything worthwhile to make me take notice. I just haven't.
So you need a good promo from the guy. If he cuts a good promo and a good feud, then he'll win you over. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, look, wrestling is not just about doing 300 damn moves in the ring. You've got to cut a promo.
Craven the Hunter.
Why are you doing this to me? No one cares. It's kind of like the Will Ospreay versus Fletcher match this past week. They did, and this is what got my attention by some dork on Twitter. He said, no, man, he totally sold once they finished the sequence of moves. If you're telling me that a, quote, sequence of moves is part of a wrestling match, I'm already out. It shouldn't be a sequence of moves. Kyle Fletcher hit him with a super kick that he immediately no-sold and did a backflip stupid move. I don't know what the hell they call it. I think they call it the I'm an idiot move. I don't know what the hell it is. It looks stupid as shit. When did you ever see, other than the Ultimate Warrior or Hulk Hogan, when did you ever see somebody no-sell a Shawn Michaels super kick? When?
Never. The super kick was a finishing move back in the day. And then everybody who, every short guy who weighed 140 pounds out there, who was on the indie circuit in wrestling, they were all throwing super kicks because they can't really lift a guy up and do anything with it.
No, they don't have the weight
without the help from the other guy. So the super kick turned into a transitional move, just like the DDT is now a transitional move,
which is dumb, which is insanely dumb.
Yes.
John says, this is the truth. Excuse me, God. Challenger John says, I always say Ospreay matches are well choreographed but have zero psychology because they don't. We're going to do a bunch of shit. You're not going to know who to cheer for, and it's going to end on something that you've seen 10 times that was better the course of the match.
Hence, a New Japan wrestling match, a New Japan match. He cut his teeth in New Japan. That's what it is. Grey Goose is in the chat. Jim Ross is here. Good to see him again. Jim, you should be watching the competition. Scud's here.
Brother Fluff.
Hey, Scud.
Super chats are open tonight, pal. We're going to get you on the flip side when you coming back in here. He says, Jade botches all the time. I think she just lost her balance in those 5-inch heels. Oh, my God. That's tremendous. Oh, my God.
But in real life, the theory is, we think, both Don and I think, she tore her MCL. Or partially tore it. Yeah. She's legitimately hurt, and it's sad that she's going to be out again. So we got to figure that out first. Thank you, Brother Fluff. We're going to get you on the flip side, pal. We owe you one. Denisha says, TK needs to learn how to sell that Cody and Randy asking you was amazing. Yes, the Randy, Cody, all that was amazing. I enjoyed all of that. Mm-hmm. Very much so.
I hear AEW is bringing the Costco guys back. God help us. Apparently, and this is just a rumor, that WWE is also interested in them. I hope that's
They pitched it. The Costco guys pitched it. The WWE
and they didn't want
originally, and they didn't want
it. So why would they go back and say, "Oh, we missed out on that one. We'll take you now"?
This is where he wants to be. AJ wants to be on a WWE program. That's what he wants to do. So
we talked about this on Thursday's show, but Chris Stikelether's brought it back up. The Continental Classic breaks down to where Ospreay and Fletcher could meet in the finals, because that's what we all want, is another one of those.
That's fantastic, Don.
And by the way, Chris, they say that the guy didn't break his foot in the match. He broke it before the match, but kept it a secret.
Can't wait to see Fletcher and Ospreay again. Just like I can't wait to go out tomorrow morning and slam my bag in a car door. There they are.
Larry talked about what you talked about earlier. It was the third highest wrestling social media clip
on YouTube. 10.8 million people watched it on social media.
Oh, God. We're going to
You know what the number one was?
Shit.
You know what number one was? Joe Hendry.
CM Punk. Oh, was it really?
Yes.
No shit. I'd have never guessed that.
I see Brutus is rocking a headband. What a poor choice.
Why is his outfit so stretched out? Or is that just a shirt?
Who?
That can't be
Julius?
That is a singlet. I don't know.
He keeps pulling on it all the time. He keeps pulling on it. They got high hopes for Julius Creed.
Greg is not a fan of Ivy Nile.
No?
He is not.
I see girls like Ivy Nile all the time doing meth behind the Walmart down here in Florida.
Easy, cowboy. Why is this happening right now on my TV?
Tornado tag rules. Smallest guy on the roster is taking on two of the biggest guys on the roster. There we go.
Yeah, I can tell you this right now. If I was DVRing this, I'd be hitting the fast forward button. Greg, we don't have the new T-shirts out yet, buddy, but we will. We're working on them, pal. We're working on them.
I like the fact that they have the on-air personalities down at the bottom like that at the beginning of the show. I do like that.
Yes. So you know who's talking to you.
Gives you a real sports feel. I like looking for the Gene Okerlund picture, but it never comes up. Joe Tessitore sounds like Gene Okerlund, man. A young Gene Okerlund.
By the way, go Broncos. Just want to shout out to my team.
Go Broncos. Go Maniacs.
Go Maniacs. Brother Fluff has something to say to you.
Johnny Balsero House. There you go. There you go. The Fluffster. The Fluffster.
What are we doing here? This just went nowhere.
It's a Texas Tornado tag team match.
Well, no, I get that.
All four guys can be in a ring all at the same time.
I get that. But why was Ray running from one rope to the other rope?
That's called the Speedy Gonzalez. That's that move.
I saw that done at a bar once. That's not the Speedy Gonzalez, pal.
No?
No. Greg says he loves the T-shirt he got from the store. It's awesome looking. Thank you, Greg. We're going to have some more merchandise coming.
Yes. It's going to be less merchandise, but slogans from the show. Can't say too much about it.
No.
Slogans from the show.
Colin's talking about again. WWE doesn't assume everyone knows what's going on. They know how to fill you in. That's what we've been saying. When you tune into an AEW show, you don't get that same thing. There it is. See, Larry knows. Larry knows. He went to the same honky tonk in Mexico. That's what I learned what a Speedy Gonzalez was.
I drink the beers from the mug.
What? What are we doing here?
Brutus Creed's not exactly the best in selling. Look, this kid is just unbelievable. He's unbelievable.
Cool. He has the charisma of a cat.
The coordination or the charisma of a cat?
The charisma of a cat.
Cats are charismatic?
No.
Or not? What are you saying?
Have you ever seen a cat that you were like, that's a charismatic cat? It's got a lot of character in that cat.
No.
Dogs have character.
I see cats that stare at me knowingly. They
hating you deep inside their gut.
Hating me deep inside, yes. I dated a girl who had a cat that just stared at me all the time. We ate Chinese food one night. It went on the other corner of the room and just sat there and stared.
Oh, here we go. We're going to end this here? Please do. Please end this. Oh, shit.
619.
That's a clothesline.
619.
Clothesline to hell. All right, so we're going through the break on this. Are you going to see the new Lion King movie, Mufasa? All right, I'll go back to myself and answer that question. I'm probably going to see it because I liked all the Lion King movies. I've seen them all. What are you doing? You wanted to make an Undertaker movie. You are not talking shit about this.
The Lion King live action CGI movie, whatever it is. I'd rather drink 100 Modelo's than
all right,
watch
why don't
that.
you calm down. All be booty
What's the best
bitches and
wrestling show
bacon
of the
with
year?
big boobies wants to know what is the best wrestling show of the year.
Bitches and bacon with big boobies. And he's got the Maori chick from New
Yes, he
Zealand
does.
Parliament right in
Yes.
there. What was the best wrestling show of the year, Don?
Well, no, we're going to talk
WrestleMania?
about that. I'm glad he brought it up because we're going to have, over the Christmas holiday, we're going to have our award ceremony, the first ever Squared Circle Maniacs podcast award show. Where we're going to talk about the best pay-per-view of the year or PLE. We're going to talk about match of the year, wrestler of the year. I have an award I want to put up there called Shit Sandwich of the Year. That's going to be mine. You've got to come up with your own. But I want to have about 15 to 20 categories.
Forge of Empires, Don.
What are you doing over there? Yes, DJ, they have made several Lion King movies, just so you're aware. Some of them were straight to video. That's how Disney used to make a shitload of money in the 90s. They'd make a movie, here comes the sequel, but it's a VHS and it's a Disney-only special. So you had to get it from their
What they do now is they're remaking in live action all the cartoons.
Yes, a lot of them, yes.
The 90s and the early 2000s. The Rock just wrapped up finishing a live action Moana. If anyone's seen The Rock in the Moana outfit, well, he's not Moana, but he's like her uncle or her brother or whatever.
You never know in today's environment, pal.
No, he's got the wig on. He's got a fat suit on with the sculpted abs, all these tattoos all over him. It's just a shit show.
Block Larry says he's got a feeling he's winning the shit sandwich of the year. You are not. You are not. Oh, God, here's a question from Warrior. Do we think MJF is regretting his decision to resign? I don't think he's regretting it one bit because he's getting paid a lot of damn money.
And loving it.
He's getting a lot.
The problem with MJF is right now is he's got all these other extracurricular activities he's signed up for, movies, that is, TV appearances, things like that, where Tony Khan can't put a belt on a guy. He can't put him in the main events because you never know what the schedule's going to be. So you can't take a chance. You got to have him jerking the curtain.
Well, that and Tony Khan is allowing him to do all this shit that's interfering with his career. WWE's not going to let you run off for 6 months to shoot a movie, especially if they're paying you that kind of money.
Precisely. And this is why Sasha Banks wasn't allowed to go and shoot, 100 episodes of The Mandalorian and direct the video movies, things like that. Because look at that guy.
Yes, I do believe Mysterio is more over than MJF right now, and it's sad.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I think
my
so.
allergies are kicking my ass. Block Larry, you are a lock for the first member to get blocked by Don Wayne. That is an absolute fact. You are the first, and hopefully the only. Well, you ain't going to be the only, but you were definitely the first. I am stunned by some of the athleticism I've seen here. Yeah, they can do all the moves, pal. Dragon Lee, Bruce Lee. I think it's Dragon Lee Hernandez. What do you think his last name is?
I don't know.
Challenger John says nobody's going to offer Mercedes a movie unless it's her as the shrieking siren. He's right, too.
Yes.
The cringe is getting all-time high.
With Mercedes Moné? Yes. Yes. She's horrendous.
Scud says he wants to vote for Ox Baker when the ballots come out.
Ox Baker. Best mustache. Oxbaker.
Rabbit Wolverine says, hey, just want to tell you how your day is going. Well, my day went to shit.
Did you want to ask us how our day is going or tell us how our day is going? Because I like to know how my day is going. Somebody, please tell me how my day is going. It sucks. Oh, thank you.
Man.
Look at that. Oh, a 619 to the ankle.
I mean, it's a good match. It's not embarrassing, but it's just, I'm just not over with these guys.
What do you got to do to get these guys over? Seriously. What do you got to do?
You've
promos?
got
Can they talk? Promos?
You've got to do promos, and you've got to make them turn on Rey Mysterio. That's the only way, in my opinion. They've got to be dastardly forward heels. That's how you do it.
Who? Dragon Lee?
All of them. I'd have them all turn on him.
Everybody who's Spanish. Just turn on Rey Mysterio.
Rabbit Wolverine wants to know, how is your day going?
My day's going swimmingly right now. It's doing fine.
Oh, we're going for the mask. He turned his mask backwards. And we get a schoolboy roll-up. Not bad.
That's a hell of a gimmick right there. There he is. That? What? What's what?
You said there it is. Oh, you just saw the pin. Okay, sorry.
I just saw it. I'm a little bit behind from what you got going on.
Brother,
right now, Gable just jumped on top of both Creed brothers, and they hit the ground. That's a my feed. Maybe I'll pause it, and I'll be caught up to you.
I'd hit the go live button. Brother Fluff says, I'm not Spanish, but I'll turn on Ray. I think he's had enough too.
Ray's 50.
Yeah, I know. Challenger John says it didn't work with Escobar. Actually, I thought it was working quite well with Escobar. And then it went to shit, and I don't know why they stopped the push. It was going great for a while, and then it just suddenly stopped.
There's Joe Tessitore. Great tan on Joe Tessitore, by the way. Better tan than Adam Cole.
Better build than Adam Cole.
He looks like Braun Strowman next to Adam Cole.
Here we go. Flashback to SmackDown.
I heard Tama Tonga got jacked up. There's a chick from New Zealand.
And Nico Banana.
Okay. You think that was the right move and not Lesnar?
Oh, yeah. No, it was. Just because
not Rollins?
I didn't want Rollins in this at all. I didn't want Rollins anywhere near any of this.
Dean Ambrose?
Will you be serious? No, if I wanted it to be Brock, I wanted it to be Brock. It had to be one of the two. I don't think it's a wrong move on either part. I wanted Brock. They don't want to bring him back. Okay. Challenger John says Carmelo Hayes is not him, and he's right.
Carmelo Hayes needs to go back to NXT. It's just bad.
It ain't good, pal. I'll give you that much.
It's not good. Carmelo Hayes was a package with Trick Williams. And Trick Williams was his heater and his promo
And it's
guy.
very apparent now who the star in that duo was, which I thought it was from the word go.
Exactly. When I heard they were pushing Trick Williams, I said, come on, man. There's no way.
Rapid
and
Wolverine
turns out
wants to be.
It was a great investment.
Can I sing CM Punk song? I wish I could, pal. I actually had to work on my neighbor's yard today. She's got about an acre, and she's 89 years old, and she's widowed. So I got out the billy goat blower and blew all of her leaves, and now my sinuses are all jacked up.
She's still alive?
Yeah, she's still alive, but her husband passed away. So
you sure? You sure she's still alive? Have you seen her?
I wasn't going in the house if she is gone. We got a fat white male coming out of a dead woman's home. That's not going to play well on the news locally, buddy.
When you were walking outside with the leaf blower, did you smell anything bad, like rotten cheese?
No. She wasn't home. She's been living with her daughter.
Oh, okay.
We got a guy named Bill Mosris coming out of the home.
Bill Mosris?
Oh.
Oh, please. Come on now.
This is your guy. This is your guy.
That's your guy, pal.
That's your guy. No, we know whose guy it is. That's Ron's guy.
You know, he's talking now. He's making noise on social media how he wants that championship belt.
Yeah, I saw that. He wants to eventually be the world champion or the WWE champion.
He's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of work to do if he wants to do that.
Larry, we're talking about two different Billy Goats, buddy. I can guarantee you that much.
Because
mine ain't got horns.
In my opinion, Jey Uso's nothing without Jimmy and Roman Reigns.
Well, he got over. I can't say he didn't get over with his entrance, right? But then that damn bell rings, and I'm just not a fan of his match style in any way. By the way, Bottles, I got a Thanksgiving commercial here. Got a question for you, Bottles.
What's that, pal?
Do you watch football on Thanksgiving? I know you're not a big football fan.
Not a big football fan. Not a big football guy. I watched the Ravens when I was in Baltimore. I watched the Ravens religiously.
So what do you watch? Do you watch anything? Do you watch the parade? Do you watch, I don't know.
I watch the Macy's parade until it gets to, what's the word I'm looking for? Gay. And I can't watch it. And then, I don't know. Tampa Bay, can't get into them. The Dolphins, can't get into them. Don't even mention Jacksonville.
Do they have a large following in your area?
What's that?
Jacksonville. Do they have a large following in your area?
Hell no.
Are they all Dolphins fans or Tampa Bay fans?
Tampa Bay. It's all Tampa Bay.
Okay.
When you go like in Dollar General, Family Dollar, Walmart, it's primarily Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yes, I do watch the Twilight Zone marathon.
Do you really?
I watch some of that. I watch some of that, yes. I do like that. It it takes me back to a simpler time, Don, when I was a child. I used to watch the black and white Twilight Zone. Burgess Meredith. End of the World. He was a librarian, I believe. End of the World. All he wanted to do was read his books. And the bomb hit.
Oh, I remember that episode. That's one of my favorite episodes ever. I remember that one. That was a hell of an episode.
The guy who played the Penguin from the Batman TV show, Burgess Meredith. He was a librarian. And when he said, now I can sit here and read my books in the black and white TV.
Right.
And he broke his glasses. He couldn't read the books.
The ending was just tremendous.
Yes. Nowadays, it would end with him putting a shotgun in his mouth.
Easy.
I'm just saying, Don. Just making Oswald Cobblepot.
Are you going to do it traditional, or are you going to have a turkey this year? What are you going to do?
We got a turkey breast, because it's just her and I.
Okay.
We got a turkey breast. And whatever meat we got left over, we're going to give to the dogs. We got stuffing, cranberry, the whole 9 yards. Whole 9 yards. Sauerkraut. I love sauerkraut.
Oh, yeah. God, yeah.
Yeah. She's a big proponent of mashed potatoes, homemade mashed potatoes. She makes them every year. So.
Mashed potatoes!
Mashed potato time.
If you follow golf, you knew what that was about just now.
Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about.
So a couple of years ago, when they would tee off, when they would smack the damn ball, some jackass in the crowd, after they hit the ball on the drive, would just scream out, "Mashed potatoes!" Just some jackass in the crowd at a golf tournament yelling this shit. And every time, all I can see is the Adam Sandler movie. This is golf, you people. Challenger John says Bottles is looking out the window seeing Tony Khan. There's something on the plane. Bottles has decided to leave, so I'm going to be here for a little while now. He had to go. I'll be hanging out for a little while. Bottles is back.
I hit the back button
to join us.
I hit the back button. I hit the back button on my browser. Accidentally. There's Gonzo.
Judgment Day. Why is R-Truth here? It's so good. Scud says I like when the kid's grandma is talking to him on the toy phone, trying to get him to kill himself. Oh God, he's going dark. Talking about the show.
Mm-hmm.
All B Booty Bitches wants to know, how was Full Gear for you guys? For me, it was boring and too long. I didn't watch, and I'm not going to watch. I just saw the highlights. I didn't want to see that show from word go.
I usually watch their pay-per-views, and it's to the point right now, I don't even want to watch Dynamite, let alone their pay-per-views. So I saw the pre-show, and I went and saw clips on Twitter, and I realized I'm not missing a thing. Essentially, it's the Jon Moxley show.
Right.
Who is just horrible.
Scud's even got the name of the show. It was called Long Distance Call.
Interesting. Long Distance Call.
I used to watch those shows all the time. Alfred Hitchcock was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
We welcome you to the Twilight Zone. Do. Braun Breaker has been standing there looking like an asshole for 5 minutes. Thank you, WWE. Yes. I don't know why they do this to the fans. This is the one aspect. I don't know how the last time you went to a live show was, but that's part of the show. It's just horrible. Why do they stand there so long?
He's walking backwards. There he is.
Why would
the king of the Speedos?
He is the king of the Speedos.
Yes.
I agree, Warrior. The AEW has been such a huge disappointment. Yes, Challenger John, truth is great.
King of the Speedos, Ludwig Kaiser.
John, my issue with
Tiffany,
the MJF
have I told you, Tiffany?
thing was that he gave him a tombstone jumping off the apron onto the stairs, and it didn't end there in a broken neck. It was just, it kept going. I don't know why. What about Tiffany?
Ludwig tells her in a moment of coitus, Tiffany, have I told you lately? They call me King of the Speedos. Oh, for sure. Oh.
To quote Steve Austin in ECW, none of that shit ever happened. Ludwig is sneaky big. You know what I mean? Because he
here we go.
He doesn't look like a big guy at first. He's praying that he can kick his ass. Like when you see Ludwig, he doesn't have the physical appearance of being a big guy. He's a bigger guy. He's also extremely young, so he's going to put more weight on.
Yes. He's got like 2% body fat, man.
Right. You know who he's built? And you might disagree with me. He's got the frame of a young Randy Orton.
He's got the frame of Fuego del Sol. Do you know who that is?
Why are you being?
Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
He drives a limo for Bill Mascaris.
Sure he does.
Fuego del Sol. All right.
Oh, he's hitting the ropes. Oh, that is a cool spot. Every time, that's such a cool spot. See, Larry agrees with me.
I was going to dip out and get a couple beers, but I think I'll stay. He's all red.
Yeah, I'm going to watch this. This is a good damn match.
He's brown and red.
I agree, John. That's why I told my son last time we went to SmackDown, we'll never do another one. And it just looks silly with them just standing there doing nothing.
That's why I don't go to live events. I'd rather hear the announcers and all that other stuff.
Right.
They're still pushing Prime. I can't believe it. That's like an F5 on the knees.
Done. Yeah. And this is good psychology. I just took a hell of a shot. I got to get out of here because I might get pinned and lose. He didn't go for the pin right away. Let me get the hell out of here.
Here he goes. Here he goes.
Oh shit, dude. Easy. Good God. Please tell me he didn't really hit the corner of that shit, man.
I was just thinking that. He hit the corner of that son of a bitch. I'm getting a beer.
Johnny Bottles is gone. He said, to hell with you, Don Wayne. You have to take over. Gave me no notice. Way to be a team player, pal. Way to be a team player. Some days. Who runs faster, Breaker in the ring or Tony Khan on Friday night at 2 a.m.? I don't know. I've never seen Tony Khan at 2 a.m. I'd kind of be scared. Scud says he don't know either. I mean, that's a damn good question. It looks scary. Block Larry says he paid money for that event. Here we go, Denisha. I went SmackDown Live before. I enjoyed it. They did a lot of stuff during the breaks. The last time I went, Denisha, they didn't do a damn thing. They did nothing. They walked to the ring and they just stood there at the commercial break. And when they went to commercial break during the match, you could always tell because they just grab a hold. Nothing progressed. It just drove me crazy. Thank you very much, Black Larry. I appreciate it. We got the house set up. This is one of the trees that we have. This is the tree that my wife says, if you're going to have it for your show, you put it up. So I go with the silver and gold theme. She hung up all the pretty wreaths, though. If you want to know what it looks like, I'll show you what it looks like real quick. There's all the wreaths and everything else. Very pretty room. At least I think so. We put a lot of work into Christmas. Do you guys take off any time for Christmas? I usually take off about 10 days from work. Try to get a nice little winter break. I watch a lot of shows that I wanted to see during the year, during that time frame. Watch some movies I wanted to see. Don't really get to watch a whole lot of shows during the week. I'm busy prepping for this or work. So that's when I can really start watching. I did find a new show this week called Landman. I don't know if you guys have heard about that. Show called Landman was absolutely amazing. I highly recommend it. Billy Bob Thornton's the main character. Raw on Netflix won't have commercials, so we'll see how they handle what would be break spots. I don't know about that. I keep hearing they're going to have commercials on Netflix. I keep hearing that. Warrior says he bet he broke his rib, so we'll see. Thank you, Denisha. I greatly appreciate that. So does Mrs. Don Wayne. He says, I love that you showed the tree when Bottles was off air. Oh, man. I know, Larry, you are shorthanded. Denisha, I watched Cobra Kai for a while. I just couldn't get into it after like season 2. It's one of those shows that should have ended after the second season. Just the way I see it. Fluff says he manages a restaurant. We are only closed on Christmas Day. That's hard times, pal. I've been in the restaurant business when I was younger. Whew, man, that's when you make your money, though, man. Especially if you're on the like I was staff back then. Oh shit! Colin says there is a area or a tier on Netflix that if you're paying for it, you will not be seeing the commercials on Netflix. So that's interesting. Black Larry says, you're a son of a bitch. You betrayed the Hot Pockets.
I'm out of Hot Pockets. Had some leftover pizza from the weekend. He hit right on that corner.
I'm telling you, man. God, I bet that hurt like a son of a bitch. I want to see what that guy looks like in his solar plexus right now, like they're saying. He hit him in his solar plexus on the desk. The desk said, no, Yob.
What is this camera? A drone? What do you got going on here?
I don't know.
The way that just smoothly pans around.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think it is a drone. Chris Sale winning the Cy Young. Yeah, I was very happy to see that. Too bad everything on my Braves went to shit this year. God. And Larry, I get it, man. That lost terminology he used to have. He's got him by he's squeezing the trapezius area right there. I do miss hearing Mean Gene calls, or not Mean Gene, but oh shit. Gorilla Monsoon calls some crazy body parts, man. That shit was wild back then. For breaks in Nashville, the breaks was decent. The dumpster and ladder match stuff happened, but there were pre-match breaks, and all that happened were promos on the Tron for Bad Blood. Okay, well, maybe they changed it, because when I will ask when, it was awful. John, if you go to the show in Knoxville, buddy, take pictures and let us know. Let us know how it was, how the crowd was. I'll be curious how it's going out there for AEW.
This kid's all right. He's not hurt in real life. I think he was hurt, but he's not. No big damage.
No, I don't think so either, but God, it looked like it hurt. I mean, when you're dumb and young, or young and dumb, dude, you think nothing's going to get you. You can do it all. Oh, this is a great wrestling match. I'm sorry. More of this, please. Am I wrong? Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Not at all.
This is already one of the better Raws they've had in weeks, because we're about to hit the 9 o'clock hour at the end of this. Hello, see my penis?
Well, let me tell you. That Judgment Day match is coming up. So it could be pretty bad right there.
Why do you want to ruin everything I love? I'm looking at you.
You shit all over everything I love. So I'll throw a little, a little smoke your way. I got to go to an ECW event when I was in high school in 99.
It was chaos.
Yes.
Which is what they wanted. Which is what this is what we've been talking about the show. But let this finish. Who is this coming down? Oh yeah, you knew that was coming. Here we go. We're gonna have a three-way, and I don't mean the one you like.
A three-way at the
at Survivor Series, maybe. I don't know. Don't they already have three? No, they got two book matches. Don't they have a third yet? I mean, here we go. We got it all breaking down here. We got officials down. We got refs. This is what it should look like when you have a chaotic moment and you're going to break. That's how it should look. AEW, Are you taking notes? That's how you should look.
It's all picture-in-picture at AEW. What movie is this?
Dude, I don't know. I don't watch that shit. Looks like some J.R.R. Tolkien shit. Yeah, it is. Nailed it.
Right.
No one gives a shit. Right, there it is. You have the Women and Men Survivor Series and Gunther versus Priest. And I swear I feel like we have a couple more matches. Doesn't
the finals for the women's U.S. title.
That's
SmackDown.
it. Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have that.
And probably. What else? Wait a minute. Cody Rhodes isn't going to wrestle?
No, he's on Saturday Night Live. They're saving that for Saturday Night Live. Hey, you know what they say, right? Throw that shit in your Google machine.
Interesting.
Teams of 5 survive or strive to survive.
Have you heard the rumor?
Women's War Game match, heavyweight championship match, men's War Game match. That's all that's been announced so far.
Have you heard the rumor that the women's Intercontinental title is coming to Raw? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is that Kenny from the Spirit Squad? I don't know.
It certainly is. Ken Doane from the Spirit Squad. He's been there for years as an agent.
Larry is excited. He says he can't wait for the women's finals match on SmackDown. He can't wait.
He can hardly contain himself.
Scud has become a pirate.
Arr.
RP50. And Denisha says Cody has a dark match tonight, which he has a lot of those on these shows.
Mm-hmm.
He does have a lot of those.
Send the crowd home happy. We saw
Steena used to have them too when I would see him live. Like it would be the show, and at the end of the show, you'd have an impromptu tag match that they'd start firing up.
Speaking of which, Cena is coming back.
There you go.
Farewell tour.
Blaze Fight Club says the women's U.S. title final is Saturday night's main event on Peacock. Saturday night main event Eve on Peacock. So
they're going to draw it out.
This is why we go to you guys, man. I just don't have enough time in the day to figure all this shit out. I got enough going on in my life. I got people that want to see me fail. And I appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. We do appreciate your support. It means a lot to us. We started this literally about a year ago, a little over a year ago now, with just me and Bottles, trying to figure out how we could come out here and just host a little show. They're still fighting. Oh, yeah. By the way, Peacock is $19.99 for a year. Hey, if you want to send that out in the chat, the link, I'd appreciate that shit. I'll find that thing. There we go.
Who gave Christopher Daniels a microphone?
I don't know. But why would you insult the man that way? He's clearly 3 times as big.
How stiff do you think Sheamus is in situations like this?
You apologize later. You apologize later. The best ever, though, was the Macho Man. Oh, my God. Even when Wade Barrett had to turn away, he was laughing at him, dude.
And where's Drew McIntyre been? He's very conspicuous by his absence.
That's a good question. Blaze says
I think I bought a used car.
Is on until 12/2. Thank you. I'm going to look it up.
I think I bought a used car from Joe Tessitore at one point in time. There we go. This is what we were talking about.
Jesus Christ, I just blew my nose, and I am pretty sure something dead just came out of me. Sorry for the noise, but my God in heaven.
Slug. Snail.
Dude. What about Cody Rhodes?
Solo Sikoa is so much smoother.
He's getting so much better, right?
So much
much better.
Because they made him cut promos at house shows. That's why.
He's gotten so much better. There's a theme to this night's show. We should have called this damn thing Lion King. Because Black Larry says, Hakuna Matata. It means no worries for the rest of your days.
How would you like to be the manager of a Golden Corral?
It's a problem free.
And these guys on the right all walk in. Bronson Reed, Solo Sikoa.
Hakuna Matata.
Tom Tonga got jacked up Friday night. Did you see that?
Yes, I did. He did get jacked up. There it is.
You know, Paul Heyman can always say, if he turns on Roman, where were you when he threw me through a table? Where were you?
That's what he's going to say. You didn't reach out to me one time. You didn't call me one time. You didn't see how I was doing one time until you needed the wise man to save you again.
So you think that would be the impetus for a CM Punk Roman Reigns feud?
Well, it's starting to look more and more like we're going to get that at the Rumble or at the cage match that they have in February. I'm starting to wonder if that's where it's going to go. There's just so many ways they can springboard this off. It's amazing.
Heyman's got a better spray tan than CM Punk.
I don't think
that's not CM Punk. Adam Cole.
I don't think that's a spray paint tan.
No?
Who the hell's this chick?
Kathy Kelly.
Oh, okay.
Somebody should give her a sandwich or something. Give her a pizza.
No shit. Bitch, you better eat a pretzel.
You got Wrestling Jesus, Sammy Uso. I'm telling you right now, Jimmy Uso is greater than Jey Uso.
He has been lately.
He has been.
Better
on the microphone.
I don't know, Larry, but you've eventually got to end the bloodline and go somewhere else. I agree.
Yes.
The Rock's got to get a free agent, buddy. I mean, he's got to get a free schedule.
Moana's done with the filming. I got to see that match.
Now that was a good promo. That was a good promo
from Jay. Good promo.
Everybody just knocked it out of the park right here. Everybody.
Everybody is all psyched up to see Jey Uso versus Jacob Fatu on Friday.
Yes. Colin said they could draw out CM Punk and Roman until SummerSlam. They really could. They could. No denying that.
And the Lollipop Guild
up
comes
how
out.
Punk didn't want him in the Shield too. That's a great point.
Why are the champs coming out first?
I have never understood when they do this. Never.
Friday night on SmackDown, they did it with LA Knight. LA Knight came out first before Santos Escobar.
By the way, thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe if this is your first time watching the show. We appreciate your support as always, even if it's not.
There's the Balor brothers, Finn and Funko.
Funko Pop. I've got a big ass head. Watch it flop.
I bet he trains that neck extra hard to hold that head up.
You want to know what's funny is that guy is probably the same height as Adam Cole and has a much better build.
Yes.
Probably the same size as far as just height. But he actually works
better
out.
Tan. Yeah.
Much better tan.
Absolutely. The fall of Adam Cole will be studied for years.
Hashtag trademark.
What's that? The fall of Adam Cole?
No, Larry just said I got to trademark the song I did.
Hey, there you go. What?
One of their games, man.
No one's buying that. Did you see that down in North Carolina? He delivered pallets of Prime from the warehouse.
Yeah.
Because he can't unload it.
Now this I'm excited about. I hope they win this shit.
War Raiders?
At least they're a real tag team, man.
Will they do it on a random Raw?
Hell to the no. Hell no.
These are both real tag teams.
I will get on I-95 and go south and kick you in the nuts for saying that out loud. That is an option. I'm off the next 5 days, pal.
They're both real tag teams, pal.
You look in the mirror and say that to yourself with a straight face. You do, and the British Bulldogs will show up and shotgun you.
They're not showing up anywhere, pal.
Oh, they will. Like Bloody Mary, buddy.
From beyond the grave.
Here they come. John has a good question for us. Or sorry, Warrior. Don Bottles, do you guys think Balor ever main events again? I think he does. Block Larry doesn't think he does. I think he does. Now, does he win the title? I don't see that. Not unless something changes.
Balor would be he's mid-card for life. I could see him facing Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental title. Maybe on SmackDown. LA Knight for the U.S. title. But no, not for the heavyweight title. Now, in AEW,
he'd be the champion.
AEW, he'd be world champ.
2 days. I love the tag. It's forearm to forearm. That's so cool. I like that tag, man. That's cool as shit. And we're going to slam the fat guy on the little guy. No, I'm not taking that bump. Piss off. What is... Oh, he's going to do the fat man dive.
The cannonball.
I'm not taking that, man. I don't give a shit. If he messes that up, your life is flashing before your eyes.
Two guys who cracked, both of them cracked their necks.
I know, their necks, and they're doing this shit. But again, I'll say this much. This has been a really good Raw. I'm so glad this has been entertaining. The matches have been good.
Don, it's a go-home show.
And
none of the matches, hardly any of these matches are on Survivor Series.
Right. And by the way, I want to thank the chat for coming out here and hanging out tonight. It's been a lot of fun. I feel like we're back in the 90s and we're having a WCW Nitro party.
Give us a ring-a-ling, as Gunther would say. Like and subscribe. Give me a ring-a-ling on the ding-a-ling.
I want you to stop doing German because we're going to get in trouble again.
How are we getting in trouble?
Don't even make me go there.
Where's your friend Mark K? Did you see what he said to me on Twitter today?
I didn't see that.
There was a woman who gave birth, and the baby's wrapped up. She's laying in a hospital bed, and her husband walked in. He had...
Dude, be careful if you're about to tread lightly.
He had on a yarmulke.
No, we're done. We're done. We're done. Just send me the tweet. We're done.
All I'm saying is, I said, I can't believe someone actually had sex with that woman until I saw the husband, and then I understood. And Mark goes,
I saw you tweet that. Do not say whatever he said. Send it to me.
He's the one who said something that was offensive.
Send it to me in the text. I can't let you walk down the goddamn street sometimes without pulling you back.
You sound like my wife. She says to me sometimes, Bottles, what are you saying now? What did you do?
Larry's brought up again. Was tonight taped? I don't know.
No, it's not taped. It's live. Tonight's live, but they are taping another Raw right after this, from what I understand.
Here we go. I'm going to find it right now.
Bladder urine. What? Increased bladder urine. That's where urine comes from, your bladder. Infections, low blood sugar, or rare life-threatening bacterial infections between and around the anus and genitals can occur. I've got all that. Fever, weak or tired? I got that too right now. Pain, tenderness, swelling.
So yeah, tonight's show is live from what I'm reading, and they're going to film parts of next week's Raw tonight.
How many times do I have to tell you that?
I'm just confirming what you said, Captain Dickface.
You have to confirm anything I say. Because I'm right. Do.
Oh yeah, by the way, guess what? I watched speaking of, because we got the Christmas bells going on here. My son, for the first time this year, I said, okay, we're gonna start watching some holiday movies, right?
Yeah.
He's like, let's watch a Christmas movie. My son's 11 years old. I said, no. We're not gonna watch Christmas. It's too early for that. But I'll let you watch an adult movie. That's a comedy.
Adult movie?
That's a comedy, rated R, that I think you'll find hilarious.
Yes.
And it's about Thanksgiving. Care to take a guess?
What could it be? I have no idea.
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Oh, okay. Those are pillows.
Pillows. Yeah.
Where are your hands between these two pillows? Those are pillows. What a good movie. John Candy, man. What
was
a guy.
Absolute gold. Who's Harry Crumb? I don't give a shit what anybody says. Still one of my favorite comedies because he played the part of an idiot so well.
Uncle Buck.
Perfect.
What a
perfect
flick.
comedy.
What a flick.
Brother Fluff says, is WWE still playing? Have a rat gnaw that thing off your face.
Is WWE still paying Sarah Logan? Yes, she's with child, her second child now. That's why she's not on TV. She's pregnant. Yeah, so she's married to the bald War Raider, who's getting his neck wrenched right now.
Fight Club says, is anybody going to SmackDown in Hartford the 12th and 13th? It's 2 shows for 1 live and taping. Yes, I don't know if anybody's going, but that'd be a damn good one to go to.
It's 2 for 1.
Yeah.
2 for
Damn
1.
them for being good and giving off people time for Christmas. Damn them.
That's a new era. The Triple H era. The Nick Khan era.
Notice he's got an arrow on his back pointing to his neck where he broke it. Let's take that.
In fine print, it says, don't punch here.
No shit, right?
Right by that arrow.
By the way, Raw has now been on for 1 hour and 15 minutes, and I feel like we're just coasting through this show right now.
It's not bad.
Like, we're just coasting, man.
It's not bad. It had some lowlights, but it's not bad.
The lowlights have not, well, look, the lowlights have not nearly been what it was.
The Dragon Lee, Rey Mysterio, American Alpha, Creed Brothers match was a little
slow and plotting.
Well, it wasn't hateful, but it wasn't good.
Right. Oh, there we go. This makes sense now. Bitch, I'm bigger than you. Roll over, you fuzzy bear, and make the tag.
I hope Ivar busts out a cartwheel or the moonsault.
I don't think you're going to see that.
Here comes Bobblehead Jones. There he goes.
He can sell his ass off, though, man.
He can sell his ass off.
I don't think you got to work hard to sell that, though.
Yes. Big barrel-chested Ivar.
I just got body washed by a big hairy bastard. Oh, my God. That was tremendous. There's your cartwheel.
I saw it. Crescent kick, cartwheel, all that shit.
That's good shit, pal. Or do you think they finished their sequence yet?
I think Ivar smells like Parmesan cheese and English leather.
Not a chance. Not
You don't think so? What do you think he smells like?
Old Spice and bad decisions.
What do bad decisions smell like?
Go smell them. You'll know.
There's Dominic, ESPN's #1 wrestler rated under 30. Dominic Mysterio.
No,
he's the #1 wrestler in the world under the age of 30. Doomsday Device, sort of.
Yeah. The fat version.
There goes the bobblehead. Oh. The
Dominic
ref saw it.
Mysterio.
The ref looked right at him.
Yeah, he said, you did
He's
it. You're
out.
out of here. By the way, there's your slick back hair, ref.
That's him. He's Nicholas's father.
By the way, how good was Dominic Mysterio? He timed that perfectly.
Perfectly.
Larry says that's what he smelled like in 1994. Bad decisions and Old Spice. And they get out of there with a shitty heel win.
They pinned the biggest guy in the match.
But they did it in a heel fashion. I can't complain about that. That was good shit, pal.
I just saw a sparrow in Carlito's hair.
And I know right now I'm already getting it all over the place. The wrong team won. People are so upset. Grey Goose is mad too. My Twitter feed just blew the hell up. I get
the wrong team won.
But you're supposed to be pissed about this because you're going to see it again soon. I thought that was great.
There's no Nick Jones in there between the announcers. You see him?
I did.
Missed him. Look at this. Here we go.
10 years. That's really crazy, man. They've been together for 10 years. That really is nuts.
You see Big E's coming. Big E will be there for this show.
Tanisha says, Judgment Day are heels. They're heels.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And so's Kofi Kingston going to be a heel.
Oh, no. Blaze says the War Raiders can't win. The Baldwin's going to be out on paternity leave.
That's a hell of a point. That's a hell of a point. Yes.
All right.
Kofi Kingston's turning heel on Xavier
You
Woods.
think so? You think he's going to be the one?
Write that down. I said this weeks ago. Write that down. He's turning heel.
Why is he dressed in Boise State colors?
Boise State. Foreshadowing the outfits don't match.
Yep.
He's going to turn heel, and he's going to have a heater with him, not Big E, unless Big E's cleared to wrestle, which I doubt sincerely.
Oh, God, no. They're never going to let him get near a ring again. That's never going to happen.
He had basically the same injury as Tyson Kidd, Natty's husband, who's just an agent backstage. He'll never wrestle again.
You can put pig on a lipstick, but it don't make it the prom queen. I just put chapstick on. Made me think of it. You know what I saw today was a old match with Stone Cold Steve Austin and Mankind with Vince McMahon as the ref, and he wouldn't count 3.
I saw that too.
Good shit.
He kept changing the rules through the entire match.
Yes, it's such good shit.
Yes.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get another beverage. Bottles. The floor is yours.
There we go.
I told that son of a bitch at the union not to call me.
Warrior JWR. I would say you might be correct, sir. They may find something to do with Omos. Have Omos be Kofi Kingston's heater when he turns heel. Challenger John says Big E must not be able to wrestle again. That next injury put him out. He the cervical vertebrae right below your skull is what he had cracked, and when that goes, you're essentially decapitated. Tyson Kidd was internally decapitated, taking a muscle buster from Samoa Joe, and he was out. I think it was on a house show. He was done. Couldn't move. He was temporarily paralyzed. They had to, it was like a half hour before they could get him out of the ring. They had to immobilize him, throw him in an ambulance, take him to the hospital, operated right away. He was jacked up. And he's got to worry about being into a car accident. If he's in a car accident, things could go bad at that point in time in his life. He could be dead or paralyzed from the neck down for good. But he regained his feeling, and he'll never be wrestling in a ring again. I've seen videos of him running the ropes, but not being whipped into a turnbuckle, not taking any kind of bumps whatsoever. It's a shame, but he's now the agent for all the women's matches, I believe, in WWE. So he's doing the Lord's work backstage. Tyson Kidd, great tag team he was in with Cesaro. Cesaro was a wrestler for WWE when Cesaro actually had a decent career. Like Block Larry says, a simple slip and fall could do damage. That's true. Big E needs to be, I don't know, man. I don't know if he could talk. I don't know if he could do commentary. I would rather listen to Big E. He could be a manager, but they have to put him with somebody. They'd have to put him with somebody who is larger than him. He's a big guy. He's like 5'10", but he's very, very wide and muscular. So they have to find somebody who could be, what's that say?
You tell him I said it's
Big
3
E,
for 60 and he's getting a deal. I got to do
Big
my
E
job.
Raw GM. I don't think so. Adam Pearce is doing a great job as a GM for Raw, and they would never replace that guy unless he wanted to leave or get back into the ring. But Big E took a bad bump. It really messed up Ridge Holland because Ridge Holland is a guy that came up from NXT. He was paired with Sheamus and the Brawling Brutes. Hell of a wrestler. Good-looking kid. Good wrestler, but he just couldn't get Big E up high enough for Big E to rotate his neck and land on his back and take a back bump. Instead, he landed on his head. So that's why, as Don always says, in the words of the immortal Dusty Rhodes, don't do shit.
There you go.
That you don't know.
Don't do shit you don't know how to do, baby. Don't do shit you don't know how to do.
And essentially what that thing did, that accident that happened on Raw, it messed up Rich Holland psychologically. And he didn't want to go back in the ring anymore. He didn't want to wrestle anymore. And
I get it.
That's why
they
put him down at NXT. Much like D'Lo Brown when he went and tried to on a house show.
That got him for a long time.
Power bomb Darren Drozdov.
No. Was it a power bomb? Was it off the top turnbuckle? It wasn't a house show either, I don't think. I think that was
the D'Lo bomb where you're high up. Right? You're high up, and he's running. It's a running power bomb, and he power bombed Darren Drozdov and paralyzed him from the neck down.
Yeah.
So, Vanessa Hudgens from the old High School Musical fame.
I'd have never known what the hell she was from.
That's where she's from. There's No Neck Jones in the background again. But, yeah, Ridge Holland was really messed up psychologically for the whole thing. He was getting death threats online. People were calling his house, threatening him. It was horrible because Big E was such a beloved figure in the WWE. And here we go. Speaking of beloved figures, there's Akira Tozawa.
Yeah, it was during a SmackDown taping is when he got hurt.
Is that what it was?
Yep.
And there's the Rizzler's father on the right-hand side. The big Riz. Otis. Otis has got a hell of a mullet going on there.
Yeah, it was the running power bomb. And it was because Droz was wearing a loose shirt, he said, contributed to why he couldn't get a hold of him.
He was also oiled up. You know how these guys all wear the baby oil? They spray it on them when they go out. He was all oiled up, too. Very, very hard with the sweat and the oil.
The Rock does it. Hogan did it. P. Diddy's a big fan.
Of the oil? Yes. Yes. Kofi's got that Chris Jericho chest going on.
It's actually a disease. I've looked it up before.
Who was that football player in the NFL?
He tagged himself back in.
Who was a football player from the NFL who was missing a pectoral muscle on one side of his body?
I don't know that one. You've got me now, pal.
Very obscure. He didn't last long in the NFL.
Well, right now, these two guys ain't going to last long. There's Big Otis. Yes, ripping off.
Let me tell you something. Everybody loves this guy. They just need to listen to the crowd. They need to push this guy. I don't understand it.
Why is he not feuding with LA Knight and make LA Knight heel?
I don't understand it.
And that's it. That's it. They got squashed.
They won a match. Wait a second. Alpha Academy finally won a match. Tozawa pinned somebody. Come on.
Warrior says Droz was so forgiving. Bret Hart, not so much, even though I'm not a Goldberg fan. Well, I get that. I get that.
Yes.
Black Larry thought I sounded like Otis there.
If Bret Hart got the injury that Big E had, Bret Hart would be outside of Ridge Holland's house, pissing in his gas tank.
He'd still be his tires. He'd pick it every day outside of his house.
Yes, yes. This is foreshadowing, Don. Everybody thinks Woods is going to be the heel. It's going to be a hell of a shock.
Because Kofi's never been a heel that I can remember.
You know, Warrior said, I'm listening to these guys freaking fight. I'm telling you right now, he's talking about Omos. Warrior said Omos could be the heater for Kofi. I think now Obafemi from NXT. That guy's got to come up soon.
Yes, he could.
He's got to come up soon. A great way to debut Obafemi. And all this I could care less about. Break them up. Break this act up.
I actually like this. Hold my beer.
Like what?
I like this. Oh, we are definitely getting a heel turn here. Oh, we're getting heated now, son. Oh. Scud says, did he say he was wrestling like Darby Allin? I don't think he went that low. Oh, we got problems here.
That's pretty rough.
What is happening here, man?
It's a backroom, locker room argument with camera.
This is good shit.
It is.
Colin, I don't remember him. Oh, we are getting crazy here.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
They're chanting fight in the crowd. Commercial. Nope, we're going to get more shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they're going to be there. They're going to be there. You know
Nikki Cross is going to appear. What the hell?
They're killing this Raw. They're killing this Raw. This is the most intrigue the New Day has had on this show. Easily in 4 years. Easily.
They're actually making me care about the New Day now. Which
and that's impossible.
I gave up
to do.
on 2 years ago.
It's impossible. He said you pissed away your championship in 6 seconds. Holy shit. Hey, man, kudos. Golf clap. That was amazing.
That was good.
That was amazing. Highly entertained. Are you not entertained? Unlike Gladiator 2, that was actually good. I said it. Do something about it, bitch.
What? Gladiator 2?
Anybody that loves Gladiator 2, that shit soap of a sandwich movie, just trash in every way.
That's shocking because it was directed by Ridley Scott, the guy who directed
I know,
the first
but it's
Gladiator.
a sequel to a movie that doesn't need a sequel. It's like making a sequel to Forrest Gump. Some movies are just standalone and you let it go. You just let it go. That was gold. I'm kind of speechless. I don't know about you. I have not. I guess I'm dumbfounded because the New Day have not been interesting in so long. It's 9:30. We've only got 30 minutes of the show bottles left. And we haven't seen Seth Rollins yet. This has just been great. I've enjoyed this so far.
What's the main event of this show?
2 Girls, 1 Cup. Part 2, the sequel. It's called The Shit Stops Here. God damn it, pal.
Jesus Christ, pal.
Again, I want to thank you all for watching and hanging in there tonight. It's been a fun show. We've appreciated you guys and gals. Thank you so much for watching. My wife has hung all of the wreaths in the house now. I have to send you a picture after the show, man. It's really impressive. Matter of fact, I'm going to take a picture of it now. I mean, it's beautiful. Shit, man. Let's see if I can get this up.
What'd she just say?
Something about her gynecologist.
She said that more than just my armpits stink. You remember that Saturday Night Live sketch from the 90s, the early 90s? When everybody was in a boardroom meeting at this company, and they're going, what's that smell? What's that smell? I think it's Bill. And it was a commercial for Ass Don't Smell. It was actually spray deodorant said Ass Don't Smell.
That's pretty good.
That smells like ass in here. I think it's Bill's ass. Bill, your ass really smells. I don't know what to do.
Denisha says the ladies are main eventing.
The ladies are main eventing. Who's in the... What ladies are main eventing?
I don't know. But
Bill Masters is main eventing. Bill Masters.
Oh, we're back. Oh, they finally... This a year ago.
This has been out. This came out today.
Yeah.
And someone said there's like 15 commercials in the middle of this thing. 10-minute clip.
I watched it today. Good friend of the show, Uzi.
Heel Uzi.
Heel Uzi put this out today. He found it and put it out as soon as it came up. So I watched this clip of it. Heel Uzi, we appreciate you supporting the show, buddy.
Heel Uzi was a young lad who came into this chat as just Uzi, and now he's the Heel Uzi.
And he's got a huge.
And he's tearing it up on. He's tearing it up on Twitter, pal. Tearing it up.
If you remember, Bottles, a year ago on this date, I called you up after this happened and said, "We're going live right now. We're not waiting on this. This is everything we wanted."
You said, Bottles, we're gonna go live, pal. We gotta go live. Bottles, we gotta go live. Bottles, this is big. He's back, Bottles. Look in my eyes. He's singing the whole song to me on the phone. Let me get a thumbnail together. I'll be right there.
Denisha says you got jokes.
What the hell?
Oh, she's bad.
She got beat up.
Is she going to pass out? Yes, we're going to have This Is Bad.
What's this? Everyone has something to lose.
Everyone
Look
has
at that.
Yep.
That Charlotte's got some nice chops. Nice teeth.
Look in my eyes. What do you see? I've got writing on TV. And yes, Block Larry remembers us going live a year ago with that show.
Yes.
Here we go. It's been a beacon of opportunity. Is he debuting the IC strap? Yep. Here it is.
The women's?
Yep.
Who? Do you see the women?
Yeah. Here it comes. There it is. And now it's
Look at
debuted.
that thing.
And we're live. And a battle royal. Another damn tournament. Can't we just have a battle royal?
Who's booking this? Tony Khan?
No
tournaments are you. Tournaments are us.
John says Larry's loving this now for sure.
He's typing this in on his Google Calendar right now.
Roman with Heyman
Next
versus
week.
Punk with Cornette. What do you guys think? Jim Cornette is never getting near a wrestling ring as long as he lives.
He'll never, unless they throw all kinds of money at him.
And he's making a pretty good living now from what I hear.
Yes, he is.
So these are the matches they're announcing. Did you catch that?
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a triple threat. There you go. Survivor Series is a triple threat.
Nakamura versus LA Knight.
And so there you go. There's your 5 matches now. Oh, he's now the Shinobi Assassin. I thought Shinobi was a video game.
So we have to tune in to see at War Games who's going to be the 5th
Do you
girl.
think so? You don't think they're going to show it on Friday, huh?
They might. But they could wait till Saturday. It's either going to be Charlotte or Asuka.
John is on fire tonight. I love a tournament,
Yes.
bro. Vince Russo somewhere, probably.
Vince Russo's sitting there watching this show naked from the waist down.
Denisha says that IC title looks beautiful. It
does
does
look
good
good.
looking belt. Now they've added some damn color to it. You know what doesn't look good? That belt Big Mama has. That thing looks like ass. Oh, shit. We're going to get 20 minutes of this, aren't we?
This is Nia Jax versus Bianca Belair for the
number one overall start time. The 2-on-1
opening advantage. Yes.
Yeah, the 2-on-1 advantage. My first WWE show ever. This is my sign.
Skip into the ring.
I hate the
Still
skipping.
skipping.
I hate the skipping.
Still skipping.
My wife
they haven't,
loves her. Loves her.
They haven't addressed.
Watches her show.
I'm sorry about that. They haven't addressed the fact that Jade Cargill, one half of the women's tag team champions, is out.
Right. They did not address it. They just said, hey, she's out. Who do you think did it? They got to figure out a way to get the champion, man. Like, that's what's going to have to happen.
They got to take it off of them.
Take me home, country road. Notice they are pimping the shit out of these title belts now in college. They are pimping them bitches, dude. No, John, or Warrior, that is not her hair at all. That is not her hair.
No, she's got extensions in. I've seen her. I've seen her without the extensions. Very, very attractive lady. Without all the makeup on her face and then without the extensions. She's still got long hair, shoulder-length hair, but not as long as it is there.
Scud's out here dropping knowledge darts. Actually, it's Joe this is going to go to shit here. Musashi Shinobi is the type of ninja he is.
You actually did not F up a Japanese phrase. Very good.
The night's still not over, pal. Shinsuke Nakamura.
You got that.
Do you think they take the belt off of LA Knight? Because it's just been an unremarkable run so far.
Yes, they have to. They have to have him chase somebody.
Right. Is he the guy that when it comes down to it, he's not good with the belt? It's better when he's chasing, and then he somehow gets screwed over out of the championship? Is that what you think?
Who's he been wrestling on SmackDown? Any combination
exactly.
of Legado, Del Fantasma, any combination of those guys he's been wrestling. That's it. Just rinse and repeat over and over and over again. LA Knight is a guy who should move to Raw. LA Knight versus Braun Breaker.
I agree. Give him
Ludwig Kaiser versus LA Knight.
There you go. It seems like all the upper echelon main event stars, upper mid card guys are all on Raw. I can't think of any on SmackDown, to be honest. I just can't.
Everybody the Judgment Day should be on SmackDown, I think. Move LA Knight. Move Bailey. Put those two on Raw.
Okay. Your commercial's back. You want to sing it? And a happy new year. By the way, I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving. We're going to do a live watch along Wednesday. Thursday is, of course, Thanksgiving. Bottles is going to have traditional turkey breast. I'm going an untraditional route. I can't wait to have my Thanksgiving dinner. Very untraditional.
Yes.
I am going
the
with
wife,
the shrimp.
The dogs. Don's going to have shrimp.
Scallops.
What else are you going to have?
Scallops. Ribeye.
Ribeyes, yes.
Baked potatoes.
And Wild Turkey 101.
And my dad is actually, I don't drink wild turkey on Thanksgiving. I have wine. That's the one day a year I have wine pretty much all day.
I like how you said pretty much all day.
Which, I mean, let's not bullshit ourselves here, pal.
Don, I've got some bagels toasted for you. Fire up the wine, Sherry.
No, we don't do breakfast here on Thanksgiving.
Don, we're out of wine. You drank all the wine. God damn it. I'm going to go slap the neighbor's kids next door. So
my parents are bringing over a fried turkey, so I'm looking forward to it.
Is Dad bringing the ganja?
I'm pretty sure he'll have that before he leaves the house.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
John says, Wednesday, I'm looking to get drunk as hell because AEW cannot be done sober.
That's a hell of a point, John. Hell of a point.
Larry is about as LSU as you get. He's having alligator sauce picante.
What the hell is that?
Alligator
and hot sauce. Have you ever eaten alligator?
Would not.
It's not bad.
I don't eat reptile, pal.
Not bad, pal. It's a little chewy. Not bad.
As close as I'll get to that is calamari.
Calamari? Calamari is actually tougher than alligator.
Warrior says Wayne's house is going to look like Cypress Hill concert on Turkey Day. No, I told old man. I told the old man,
on fire outside the house.
Take that before you get here.
I can see your old man out in the backyard with both dogs, just smoking a joint, passing it over to them.
No, they actually get a New York strip on Thanksgiving this year.
Dixon says, "What's Pop doing outside?"
Leave him alone, Dixon. He knows what he's doing.
Oh, okay. Your son knows his grandfather smokes weed?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of hard to hide it.
Why is it hard to hide it?
Because he's walking around with a joint in his ear.
Nice.
He's retired. He does not give two shits.
I know.
He's got glaucoma and arthritis. He's got prescriptions for days.
I know the feeling.
He told a story.
Bianca Belair is a good-looking woman, man.
He got some shit from a guy that's a NASA rocket scientist one time that he told me about.
He got some moon landing ganja?
Dude, he said he was in the yard chasing a chicken that didn't exist an hour later. He was like, I'm not touching that shit again.
It was laced with LSD.
Dude, he was like, I'm not touching that ever again.
Does Nia Jax look like she's lost some weight? I think so.
Yeah, she's lost a little bit of weight. You could tell.
Yeah.
The question is she about to squash this poor woman?
No. It's going to be a big schmoz.
I mean, like literally squash her ass.
It's going to be a schmoz. They're all going to come out. Both sides are going to come out, and the show's going to go off the air with them throwing shit all around.
My goodness. She is a big ass woman, man, because Bianca Belair is not small. She's not.
Lena Fanine? Samoan. Big chick.
I agree, pal.
She's right up there with Tamina, who you don't see
She's
anymore.
also got them. Well, she's gone now.
She's still on the roster. She's still on the payroll.
I thought she got released.
No, she didn't get released.
By the way, look at the lifts that are in her boots, dude. She's got at least 2-inch lifts.
Jax?
I mean, legit. Yeah, look at them.
Really? I got to check them out. Hey, she's got a little something there, yeah.
Colin says she's lost 40 pounds. I said if she looks behind her, she'll find
Yes,
them.
from her belly to her ass, yes.
Jesus Christ. She has lost some weight, though. I'll give her credit.
She has.
Oh, we're doing the smack that ass routine, huh? So I took an illegal drug one night when I was in the Army. I'm not
Go
telling
on.
that story. You want me to tell the story?
Go on.
All right. So I'm not going to get into it, but it was me, a Hispanic fella, and 2 other guys around a table. And we'll call the guy Gonzo for this show, seeing as how it makes sense. And we're, an hour into this trip, as they like to call it. And all of a sudden, the room becomes wavy. And Gonzo reaches out, and he's got all these plants in the middle of the table. It's me and two dudes and Gonzo. And Gonzo reaches out on these plants and eats the damn thing in front of me. And I was like, yo, what is happening right now? Did I just see that? And a couple more minutes pass and we're all talking. He reaches out and he gets another plant and eats it. And I'm like, what are you doing? And I finally said, I'm like, yo, what are you doing, man? You're just eating plants off your table? He goes, yo, man, that one is spearmint and that one's peppermint. It's like, what? It's like, I got spearmint and peppermint plants, dog. You can have them. So I'm sitting there just fading to zero at this point in time. And I look at the guy next to me. His name is Doty. Doty reaches out and he picks a plant and starts getting ready to eat it. And we're gone now, right? Like we're full on ripping out there. And Gonzo looks over at him and goes, oh shit, don't eat that, man. That one's ivy. You're going to die. That was it. End of the trip. I was done. Horrible moment of my life. I didn't know where I was from then on out. We all went upstairs. It's like, nope, we're getting away from the death plant that could kill us that you didn't tell us about. I start watching Ants in his spare bedroom, the cartoon 3D movie Ants. And we notice an hour later, Gonzo is missing from all of us. And I go knock on Gonzo's door. He's not in his room. I go start knocking on Gonzo's bathroom door. What do you want? Are you okay in there? I'm taking a shit. You've been in there for an hour, dude. And he goes, I can't tell if I'm done. That's it.
So fucked up. Was it acid you guys are doing?
I'm not going to say what it was, but it's called a trip, pal. And that was the last one I ever did. So there's that story. Been saving it for a long time. I can't tell if I'm done. I was like, that's it, man. I'm going to go watch this cartoon and pray the sun comes up. That's where I am right now. Based on a true story, Peacock's got a new show coming out, huh?
Well, it's going to be on USA Next, they said.
Oh, no shit. Is this going to be like their preview?
It's a Peacock original. It was on Peacock. And I don't think a lot of people watched it, so they're going to put it on USA now.
Well, it's a chick from the Big Bang Theory. She's been struggling to find work ever since her show was canceled on HBO. Good God, that looked like it might have hurt.
Well, she doesn't really need the work because they're making a ton of money off of residuals from
I know.
syndication.
No, I get that.
Yes.
I get that.
They're all making a ton of money.
It took me about a year into watching Big Bang, and yes, I did used to watch it. Don't judge me, because when it first started, I thought it was pretty cute. And then they got into all the damn, it got out of control with the studio audience clap and laugh. The laugh track, as they call it. It drove me nuts.
Yes.
But she was on the show where his name is going to escape me now, and I just had it in my head, but he was on Three's Company.
He was on Three's Company.
Yeah, the main character. Schneider? No. Was it John Schneider?
John Ritter.
John Ritter. Okay, yes.
Yes.
She was on his show. That was her. She was the 10 Rules to Dating My Teenage Daughter girl.
Yes, and that was the show where
I did not know that.
He had the massive coronary on set.
On set, yeah.
On set. He had an aortic dissection. His aorta separated from his heart. He felt like he had the flu all week, but that was just because it was slowly coming apart. And if he would have went and got it checked out,
he'd have lived.
Maybe he'd still be here.
And apparently, and I didn't know this because I never watched the show. I was in college back then. But apparently that show was absolutely hilarious and had a huge following. I didn't know that. I had no idea.
When he died, they decided to keep on going with the show.
Yes, and then the show went away
Peg Bundy.
real quick. Yeah.
Peg Bundy came in.
No, she was already on the show. She was already on the show. She was his wife.
Was?
Yes, she was his wife.
Oh, okay. Okay. I haven't seen an episode of that show. Never saw an episode of it.
I started watching after the fact. It was really good. It was really funny, man. Don't tell me we're going to have another commercial break. I was about to say it's 4 minutes to the go home queue.
Who wins this match?
Come on, man. You know who's going to win this match.
Jax.
The heels always have to prevail. That's what it was. David Spade came in after he died, after John Ritter passed away, and it all went to shit. Yes, that's it. 8 simple rules to dating my teenage daughter. And then they shortened the whole damn name down to 8 simple rules. Because the first one was just so long, it was chaotic. Yeah, you're not suplexing Big Mama off the top rope. That shit ain't happening. No yob. Okay.
There you go. Get a big handful of that gunya. Right on down. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
40-year-old Nia Jax. She had a roll. She had a roll in a position.
Yeah. By the way, this female ref, she's really good.
Is this Jessica? No, this is, what's her name? I forgot her name.
I don't know, but she's really good.
Yeah. She's been there a long time.
She's been there a while. I noticed that when she's in the ring, she's never stealing the attention, but she always makes it look like an important moment. You know what I mean? She makes it feel like a big spot.
They hired a new referee for NXT, a female.
Oh, did they?
Yes. Yes. Shawn Michaels is doing the Lord's work down there, pal.
Oh, this chick, is that right?
Yes, because this chick, let me tell you something. This girl.
That was not good.
There's a subset of the internet wrestling community that will be watching this with their pants down. Just for the referee.
Damn, Colin, I didn't know that. I'm not going to put that up there, but damn, that's horrible.
Why not?
All right. I just don't want to talk about death now. Jesus. We're already getting this match.
There's
no way she can hold her. I was about to say, come on, man.
What other famous comic actor? What other famous comic actor had a massive heart attack on the set of a TV show that they were filming and died, and they thought he was joking?
I don't know. Did it happen, really?
Yes, it did happen. Throw it out to the chat. Happened in the 80s. When I say this guy's name, Red Fox, Jim Ross got it. Colin got it. The Royal Family was the name of the TV show.
What? Oh, I didn't know he was doing. Was it a new sitcom?
A new sitcom. Red Fox and Della Reese with the Royal Family. I think they were a married couple who ran a hotel. And he died of a massive heart attack on set. And everybody thought he was joking around. But, because there
was always the big ones coming.
It was always the big ones coming. Yes. The big one finally came for Red Fox.
He's my dad's favorite comedian ever. Loves him.
Man, you got to wash your ass. I was a record and tape trader, if you remember that, from the 80s. And I was flipping through the albums, and I went over to the comedy section, and they have prominently displayed a picture of Red Fox on his album. There's Bailey.
Where did Bailey decide to help out from? Looking, by the way, Bailey has clearly been in the gym the last month and a half, 2 months.
Yes.
She's been working hard. I will be damned. I didn't see this one coming. Bailey helped out her mortal enemy.
So now, Bianca will trust Bailey.
I will be damned.
Let me ask you this question, Don. What if Bailey's the one who dropped?
No, it'd be too soon because she just switched back over to face, right? You know what I mean? She hasn't been face long enough. I just can't see that. But that's going away.
Alarm's going off.
Back to the show, back to your regularly scheduled program.
Yes.
So let's talk about what we just saw for a couple minutes here. Son of a bitch! It's not even the right chord.
You don't have to get all hot about it. Good Lord. It's only wrestling. It's only wrestling.
Oh. All right. So let's recap what we just saw. We now have, it looks like, the full card for SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like we've got some decent matches. I'm not real sure about the Shinsuke Nakamura versus LA Knight match. That's not really ringing my bell, so to speak.
No.
The triple threat match with Sheamus and Braun Breaker and I'm going to watch that. I think that could be a good match. I think I'm gonna like that.
That could be good.
I'm definitely going to enjoy watching the heavyweight championship match between Damian Priest and Gunther. That I'm going to enjoy. I just look. Listen to you, you hateful, hateful man.
I'm a hateful man. Yes, I am.
I just want them to treat it like a major big deal, because it is to me. It really is. Like, that's a major. You're going to have a rematch.
Is it still real to you, damn it?
I'm not that virgin in the stands. That guy was sad and pathetic.
Tears streaming down his face, below his horn-rimmed glasses, saying it's still real to me, damn it.
This is for you. Denisha's talking to you directly right now. Yeah. Give matches a chance for her, Bottles. That's all she's asking.
Hand on the monitor.
I need you at home, baby. I need you to feel what I'm coming at you right now. I need you to feel these matches, baby, because this is what we going to give you for Survivor Series when teams of 5 strive to survive.
Everybody feels down and out, baby. Everybody feels down and out. Denisha, when you feel down and out like I am, put your hand on your monitor.
You know what we don't have, though? It's not the SummerSlam.
Not the SummerSlam. What do you mean?
Bret Hart. When I face you at the SummerSlam.
At the SummerSlam, yes. Or when they brought that actor, Jeremy Piven, in.
Yes.
I tell you what, this weekend at Summerfest.
It was.
Remember that? Summerfest.
Yes.
This weekend at Summerfest, he's going to kick your ass.
Look, they all remember it right away. Look at them. The fans,
What was that show he was in?
Oh, shit.
It was an HBO show. Entourage.
Entourage, yes.
Yes, from the
what
mid-2000s.
An asshole. When I hated that show, by the way. That was the most self-indulgent piece of shit show I've ever seen in my entire life. How self-indulged can you possibly be to write a television show about actors trying to do movies and television shows? Which, by the way, that's a Mark Wahlberg production. If that doesn't tell you how much of a piece of shit that was right out of the gate, because that's the most self-indulged asshole you'll ever come across in life. That dude is fixated on himself. He loves 3 people in this world. Him, me, myself, and I. That's who he loves.
He's a new man now, pal. He got married. He got married, and he got religion. He's a very religious man now.
You ever notice that everybody that suddenly finds religion was a real piece of shit previously? Because no one else will talk to him. That's why. So I want to hear
He's
that
got the good vibrations now, Don. He's got the good vibrations.
I will never let him forget he was Marky Mark, the dancing underwear clown. F that guy.
Yes. And Jeremy Piven was a notorious POS also. Mm-hmm. And he still is. I don't think he's got any work going on right now.
None of them got any work after that piece of shit show. Trash in the ass is what they should have called it.
I don't think any of those guys got any work. Marky Mark, of course, is still working. But
the only guy that got work, Colin just put it out, was Ari Gold. He was great in that show because he got to play a guy close to himself. Asshole.
Wasn't Jeremy Piven Ari Gold?
Yeah, I think so. Sorry, yes. You might be
That was the name of his character. Yeah.
He got
Jeremy
work.
Piven.
Everybody else is off to the desert.
I haven't seen Jeremy Piven in anything.
No, he's done a lot of shows since then.
Really?
Yeah.
One of the greatest toupees in Hollywood, Ari Gold.
You've got to get on Pornhub more often.
Jeremy Piven's got a great. He's got a great toupee. Is he on Pornhub? I don't see that.
No, I don't know. It's a joke. God almighty. Sometimes you worry. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. We're going to do another show Wednesday. We're going to do another watch along. I'm probably going to have a heavy amount of booze for this show Wednesday.
You have to.
I just don't know how we're going to get through the show Wednesday, Bottles.
Weed and booze. I may have to mainline rubbing alcohol. I'm not sure.
I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Thank you all so much. Please hit the like and subscribe button. We will see you all Wednesday. I know one guy that would have liked this show tonight. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Until next week, Gordon Soley saying so long from the Sunshine State.